So you can come into a comfortable cross-legged position. If you have something you want to sit up on, feel free to grab that and either begin with eyes closed or a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And take your time settling into your body, just letting your awareness drop right down into the sensations you're feeling right now, where you're touching the floor, that you are breathing. And just as we'll use this time to strengthen and stretch and balance out our physical bodies, we can use this time to strengthen our ability to be present. Practicing noticing what you are paying attention to and inviting it back over and over to where you are right now, what you're feeling in your body. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's begin with a side stretch. You can take your right arm up and over, lean onto your left hand or elbow. Big reach out, grounding through both sit bones. And then circle your right arm back behind you, as far back as you can, and continue circling. Just feeling what's being stretched, what you notice as you do this. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. And then curve your way through center all the way around and come into a side stretch on the other side. And you can be on your hand or elbow, but keep both sit bones grounded. Start to circle your left arm back, as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. Curve your way through center all the way over, one big circle. When you get to the beginning, curve around through center all the way over, one big circle. When you get to the beginning, curve to center and let's hold there. So you might rest onto your hands or even fingertips or fold further forward. And you're listening to your body, what feels right now. If it's possible to let your head drop, let it drop. What is there to let go of in the shape you're in? Walk your hands back in. Coming back up, bring hands to the floor behind you, fingers facing forward, and then roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. Lift the chest, take the chest as high as you can, sternum rising up. Last breath here. Release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top, sitting just as tall. And then drop your right ear over to right shoulder. Press down through the left shoulder and look for a stretch on the side of your neck. You might lift or lower your chin to explore the different parts of your neck. Rotate your chin to your chest and come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now even more through the right side, looking for a stretch there. Rotate your chin to your chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth, half circles or 3/4 circles, watching as the sensation moves from one side over to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head. And then drop your elbows towards the floor, stretching the back of the neck just with the weight of your arms. And then release the arms, head floats back up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us again. Shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Lift the chest, take it as high as you can. Release, come up. Hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up, still holding the knees. Pull the chest through. Come to an upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long. So you might drop your chin a little to lengthen the back of the neck. And then round back. Bring your feet to the floor and hands to the backs of the legs. Put a little pressure up on the backs of the legs. Rounding, as if you're trying to touch your head to your tailbone in the front. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. So you're engaging your abdominals. And we'll go back and forth between these two positions. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Now exhale back, release the arms, and maybe even come a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Back. And up. Back. And up. Back. And then let's hold this last one, lifting up away from the sit bones. If you want to make it more challenging, lean back more, lift the chest more. Try and keep the effort where it's useful and soften and release what's not needed. And then round back, holding here, and you can decide how low you go. Strong core. Relaxed fingers, relaxed face. And then release. Let's come all the way up and forward into a high push-up position. Hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread. Try and find a straight long line from your head to your heels. If you ever want to make this less challenging, drop your knees. You can still work core in the same way with a little less effort, knees on the floor. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up, elbows hugging the sides of the body. And then come into your back bend. Find how this works for you now. Could be cobra, up dog, some creative alternative that's best for you in this moment. And then back to down dog when you're ready. Take your time getting into this first down dog of class. You might pedal out your feet a little bit, waking up the calves and hamstrings. And then drop your knees, sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor, find a relaxed position for your neck and shoulders. Letting go. What is there to let go of here? You want to keep coming back to ease. Come back to ease where it's possible, where it's easy, and then we'll try finding ease while we're in a challenging pose or situation. Keeping breath slow and deep. Let's come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. Let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Bend your knees a little or a lot. Take any arm position, including using your arms for support. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's come up to the front of the mat into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Feel the soles of the feet pushing down to stand your full height. We'll take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take the time you need for all your transitions. We'll take 5 deep breaths in a good resting pose. That might be down dog, but it could just as well be child's pose or on your forearms or knees or sitting. Any neutral shape, more important than the shape. Come back to your center. One more deep breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight and then circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. All right, towards the center of your chest, working core strength. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Settle in, sink low. Let's grab the left wrist and take it over for a side bend. Same thing, other side. Grab your right wrist, take it over. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or blocks. You can bend your supporting leg a little or a lot. Try and do this with hips square, even if it means your leg doesn't get as high. Can you let your head drop, just like ragdoll? Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. Deep bend in the front leg. Straight long back leg. Arms reach high, but shoulders drop low. One more breath here. Release, make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. So you might take a vinyasa, you might move in some other way. You can move fast or slow. Add movement, skip things, pause. From down dog, when you are ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Settle in. Grab your right wrist, take it over, little side bend. Same thing, other side. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back. And you get to choose how deep you go. Some days you may want to take it easy, a little more gently. Some days explore what's possible a little bit more. Release arms up, tip forward, standing splits. Even moment by moment, you might come out of the pose a little or see if there's a little bit more. Last breath here. Big step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. One more breath. Release, make your way back to a good rest. Any movement transition to any neutral shape. If it's useful, close your eyes. Definitely slow down your breath again. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. Use your left arm for support in whatever way you need. Try and stay open so you're not collapsing towards the floor, but really opening up the whole side body. Reach a little further as you come up. Release that arm down. Same thing, other side, left arm up and over. Reach a little further out, come up. Release down. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms and take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, but arms reach straight, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So that could be just a slight lift of the heels or maybe coming all the way up. While you're concentrating on balancing, how much ease can you bring? Even as you might be wobbling or falling, can your breath be slow and deep? Imagine you could keep your head where it is now as you lower your heels. You grow even longer as the heels come down. Unlink fingers and push out through the palms. Pull the fingers back towards you strongly. Curl from fingertips down and in as if you're trying to touch your forearm. Keep reaching out from the center and then circle your wrists. Big circles, flexing and stretching all the little muscles of the forearms. Go both directions. Release arms down, bend your knees and come into chair. Utkatasana. Strong core supporting your back. One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. If you want to make this easier, feel free to keep your torso high and your leg low. You get to choose your challenge, modifying or adjusting so this works for you today. One more breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release through your movement transition. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up, just one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Finding the outer shape that suits your needs now, and there's so many ways to do that. And then really feeling what you notice in the shape you're choosing. Each shape has something to offer. There's not one way to do any of these poses. Each pose, each shape is an opportunity to feel what it's like to be you. Right like this. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Make your way to a good rest. Letting go. One more deep breath in and out. Just come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath, come in. And step right back to warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Adjusting, fine-tuning. Flip the right palm. Reverse warrior two. And then straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out. How much space and length can you create? One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back, warrior one. When you're ready, open out warrior two, and then take your time settling in, adjusting what you know to adjust, being curious. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to a good rest. And then 5 deep breaths in a good resting pose, whatever that is right now. One more breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Let's take a few balancing poses. So we'll feel balance on 2 feet. You might separate your feet and shift your weight around to tune into the soles of the feet a bit more. And then move over to one side. For tree, Vrikshasana, you can bring your right leg up anywhere on your left inner leg. So it could be way up by your groin, the inner thigh, could be way down by your ankle, anywhere above or below your knee. Arms can be out to the side. You can also use a chair or wall. If you feel steady, you might bring hands together or arms up, and you can always bring them back out if needed. Can you stand even taller? Last breath here. Let's release, switch sides. Let's bring both feet to the floor for a moment, and then when you're ready, come over to the other side. Can there be ease while you're balancing, or even while you're not balancing? Let's release. Shake that out. We'll take a quad stretch balance next. So bring the right leg back. You can take hold of the foot with just one hand or both hands. The other arm can be out to steady you, or again, at a wall or a piece of furniture. Try and open up the front of your right hip. Drop through the tailbone, lift through the pubic bone. And then release. Take a moment on 2 feet. And then move over to the other side. Left leg comes up. Tailbone dropping, belly lifting, top of the head lifting tall. And then release. Shake that out. Bring your feet hip width apart, hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back. Lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can. Try not to collapse into your hands, but create space in your lower back, your upper back. And release, fold forward. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. If you're able, grab your big toes with the first 2 finger and thumb. Once you have a good grip, lengthen and fold. Pull your head towards the floor, tractioning out your spine. Imagine putting spaces back between each of your vertebrae. Let's release the hands and come down to a squat, Malasana. And you may want to modify this in any number of ways. You can turn your toes out, you can widen your stance, you can be balancing on your toes with your heels up. You could sit on a block or 2. You could slide a blanket under your heels. Find a way that this works for your body. Open up the knees using the elbows. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down and then work our root lock here, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom and connecting that to the top. Feel the full length and space that you take up. And then release. Let's come back to a forward fold, feet back to parallel, any arm position. Take any movement. Letting go. And then find your way back to down dog. Could be just simply stepping back. Maybe there's some movement transition you want to take. We're going to set up for a pigeon pose on the right side. Coming from down dog, when you are ready, slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. You may want to use some support, something under your right hip or resting your chest or forehead on something. Any change you make in your position will have an effect. So find what feels right for you right now. What is there to release? Take your time making your way back up, and you might take a vinyasa, you might just step back. Maybe there's some other movement that helps you integrate what you've just done. Finding your way to pigeon on the other side in any way you choose. Left knee slides forward, setting up support or modifying or adjusting. And then keep checking for unnecessary effort that you might release. Last deep breath here. Let's again find our way back to down dog, taking your time. Is there some movement that could help you integrate what you've just done? Even out the two sides a bit. Come all the way to sitting and onto your back. You can bring your knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then we'll set up for bridge. Drop your feet to the floor, hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down to lift your hips up. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spreading the upper back and lower back away from one another. Take your arms out of your way, roll down and rest. And rest here until you feel like coming up again. If you feel like coming up again, take another back bend, any one you choose, bridge, half wheel, full wheel, supported bridge, something else. If you don't feel like coming up again, enjoy your rest. You can take as many more back bends as you like. Stay as long or short as you like in each one you're doing. When you're done with your back bends, take some kind of counter stretch, maybe happy baby, maybe a forward fold, maybe a twist. We are moving towards the end of class, so this would be a good time to get in any last pose or really check in with yourself and see if there's anything you're needing before Shavasana. You might want to finish with an inversion, maybe a twist. Maybe a restorative pose. Maybe a little self-massage. no wrong or right way to do this. So you're just doing your best, taking good care of yourself. When you're ready, you can start getting comfortable in your final resting pose, Shavasana. If there's anything you want to do to adjust your clothing or grab props, take your time. Eventually settling into stillness, letting go of the control of your breath. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently increase this movement through your wrists and ankles. Reach out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.